In today's video, we are going to be getting a 1-mana Gristlebrand onto the battlefield. The way we're going to be doing this is by playing Agatha's Soul Cauldron and Gristlebrand, which means that if we get a Gristlebrand into our graveyard, exile it with the Cauldron, and put a +1 counter on one of our creatures, we get a 1-mana Gristlebrand. And if you're concerned about getting Gristlebrand into the yard, we are playing 4 Voldaren Epicures, which allow us to loot it away, and 4 Stitcher Supplier, which can mill it over. And we have other busted combos with this card, like Grist, because, well, if you exile a Grist with this, then all of your creatures become a Planeswalker. So we're going to be taking this crazy brew through Modern and seeing if a 1-mana Gristlebrand's good enough. Match 1, we are on the play, and our starting hand's definitely risky, but we'll keep. We will lead on turn 1 Blood Crypt into a Ragavan. We top deck a Fable. We'll attack in with our Ragster, and it does connect. So let's play out a Stitcher Supplier. We'll cast out a Bolt, killing our Ragavan, into a Steam Vents. All right, we find a land. We will attack in for 1, then play out our Forest and play out a Fable. Or evokes out a Grief, taking our Cauldron. Then they cast a Not Dead After All, returning the Grief. Yeah, taking our Bowmasters. Into a Breeding Pool. What is their deck? Cast down a Kavu. Okay, so this is a weird zoo list. We found a Noble off the top. We'll loot away our Epicures. And we find a Diabolic Intent. So let's cast out a Stitcher Supplier into Nick Noble. I'm going to cast an Up the Beanstalk. Then cast out a Leyline Binding, taking out our Fable. Then they attack in for 9, looting with their Territorial Kavu. And we're going to chump block with a Stitcher Supplier. Please give me a Gristlebrand. Wow, no Gristlebrands. We top deck an Epicure. We will attack in with our Shaman and our Supplier. Then we will cast a Diabolic Intent, sacking our Stitcher Supplier. Still finding nothing. So we'll pick up an Unearth, cast out our Epicure, and then cast an Unearth, getting back our Seasoned Pyromancer. Nothing great off the top either. It plays out a Forest into a Fury, and yeah, at this point we're just dead. We'll scoop it up and get on to sideboarding. We're going to take out 3 Suppliers, 2 Gristlebrand, and 3 Bowmasters for 4 Fulminator Mage and 4 Haywire Might. Game 2, our starting hand looks quite powerful, so we'll keep. We'll lead on turn 1 Tomb into Ignoble. We're going to place out a Breeding Pool. We top deck a Haywire Might. We will shock in our Blood Crypt and cast out a Fable. I'm going to place a Forest into an Up the Beanstalk, and then they evoke out a Fury, drawing a card off the Beanstalk. We top deck a Forest, and we'll loot away a Forest and a Diabolic Intent. Epicure's good draw. We will play out our Haywire Might, sacrifice it, taking out the Beanstalk, then play out our Bloodstained Mire, fetch out a Mountain, and play out an Epicure. I'm going to place out a Savai Triumph. We draw it on Earth. We will play out our Cauldron, activate it now, exiling our Haywire Might, bring a +1 on our Vanilla Epicure, then attack in for 2. And we'll play out our Bloodstained Mire. An opponent plays out a land, casting a Grief. So we will cycle our Blood Token, or cycle the Unearth with Blood Token. No! Wrist. Actually, this isn't that bad, because now we can exile Grist. We top deck a Haywire Might. Okay, so let's play out our Haywire Might, then activate our Cauldron, exile our Grist, put a +1 on our Haywire Might, then we will +1 both of our creatures. Then we will attack with our Epicure. Oh, opponent casts out that Hitotsugu. That is pretty strong. So we will sacrifice one of our quote-unquote Haywire Mights to kill the Hitotsugu. And before this triggers, we should actually copy our Haywire Might to gain an extra 2 life. Easy 20 life. Draw a Swamp, so let's exile our Noble, and a +1 on our Kiki. Tick up our Kiki. Ooh, we even got 2 triggers because a Grist hit the yard. And I think we should hold the land in case we draw another Epicure. An opponent has a Bolt for our Reflection, so we will copy an Insect. An opponent attacks in for 3, we will not block. And then they play out a Territorial Kavu. Ooh. Okay, so let's play out our Fulminator Mage, sacrifice it, getting rid of a Savai Triumph, then exile it with Fulminator Mage, putting that +1/+1 on an Insect, and they scoop it up because now we can just keep sacking these and destroying all their lands. So let's get on to game 3. Game 3, our hand's a little too weak here, so it won't, and this looks much stronger. And we'll put back a Bowmasters. When it goes turn 1 Foothills, we'll go turn 1 Mountain into an Epicure. When it plays a tap Blood Crypt, we draw an Overgrown Tomb, and we'll cycle our Fulminator Mage, find another land, then shock in our Overgrown Tomb, cast an Earth on the Fulminator Mage, then attack in for 1, then sacrifice our Fulminator Mage, taking out their Zygotrome. And they do have a Forest. Nothing from them. And 3rd Grist. All right, let's fetch out a Swamp, and then cast out a Grist, ticking up and attacking in for 1. Evokes out a Fury, pitching a Hitotsugu, and they kill our Grist, not having a scam effect. That's nice. And no other land. Oh, Fulminator Mage, you're so good. Ooh, Fable. I think Grist is better, but that's kind of close. And we mill over a Fable, and we'll play our Burden. My opponent plays out a Kavu. Evoke invoking out another Fury, again killing our Grist. Little do they know we have 3. Hey, Hierarch off the top. So let's play out a Grist, down tick our Grist, attacking a token, killing their Kavu, play out our Hierarch, and attacking for 2. Fetch shocks for a Stevens casting Unmoored Ego. What? Alrighty. And there goes our Cauldrons. Full Marriage. Let's stick up with Grist. Yeah, attacking for 2. Then we will play out a Fable and hold our Verdant. An opponent scoops it up after that. Let's get on to match number 2. Match 2, we're on the play, and this hand looks explosive. We'll go turn 1 Tomb into a Hierarch. When it goes turn 1 Stevens into a Delver. Spook. All right, let's just cast out the Bowmasters, kill the Delver, then we will fetch Shock and play out another Hierarch. Mutavault. Oh no, this is spooky. Oh, Unearth, perfect. Let's play out a Hierarch, Shock in our Blood Crypt, cast out a Spyro, and that does resolve, so good rid of Unearth. All right, let's tack in for 4 with our Artwork Army, and they bolt our Bowmasters. They cast out a Consider, then play out an Island. They're Bowmasters for us. Let's attack in with our Spyro, then we will cast out our Grist, ticking up, play out our land and hold up a Bowmasters. They cast out a Delver. Oh no. Into a Stevens. So let's cast out our Bowmasters. Kill their Delver. Yeah, this game seems over. Ragavan, let's dash that. Yeah, and they just scoop it up there. Let's get on to sideboarding. We're going to take out Gristlebrand, 4 Hierarchs, and 3 Diabolical Intents for 2 Terminate, 4 Fulminate Mage, and 2 Spell Bombs. Game 2, our starting hand looks quite strong. When it goes turn 1 turn, we top deck another Cauldron. We'll Shock in our Tomb and play out a Supplier. Oh, Grist hits the yard. That is so good. And on the end step, they cycle Lorn Revealed. They play a Mutavault. We will Shock in a Stomping Ground and play out a Cauldron, which meets a Remand, and we won't attack in. When it plays an Island, we top deck a Terminate. We will cast out Cauldron again. And in response, they animate Mutavault into a Spell Stutter Sprite. What is going on? So let's play out a Tap Tomb. And I guess no, I don't want to trade. I'm going to attack in for 1. All right. 3rd time the charm. Cauldron. That resolves. All right. Let's Shock in our Blood Crypt, then activate Cauldron, exiling Grist. And they have a Flame of Anor, which is annoying, but at least we get the Bowmasters in response. So we will kill their Sprite. That resolves, then Flame will resolve, and we will ping the opponent twice. And this might be strange. We're going to put our +1/+1 on the Orc so it dodges Bolt, then attacking for 1. And in combat, they Vapor Snag our token. Ugh, Gristlebrand. No, why are you in hand? That resolves, so let's tick up and pass back to the opponent. And on the incept, they have a Cast into Fire, killing both of our creatures. Supplier triggers. Fulminator Mage in the yard. Okay, let's go. That's good. And then they flash in a Snapcaster Mage, getting Vapor Snag, which will balance our Insect. And then, yeah, they're going to be able to kill our Grist. That's not good. All right, we need a land, or we need a creature bad off the top here. They play land, animate Mutavault, killing Grist. Come on, creature. That works. All right. Play a Stitcher Supplier, play out a Cauldron, activate this, exile Grist, stop. Another Flame. All right, I think we've lost this one. They attack in with Snap, we will block. Milling Spyro and a Fulminator Mage. Land, let's go. We'll Shock that in, holding up Spyro activations. And on the end step, they have a Snapcaster Mage. At this point, we're too far behind, so we'll scoop it up and get on to game 3. Game 3, our hand has, if it had a red source, I'd keep, but we got them all. Guess we will risk it for the biscuit, putting back Fable. We'll lead on turn 1 Tomb into a Supplier. Come on, give me a Spyro or something. Ragavan, I guess that works as an unearthed target. When it goes turn 1 Island, we top deck a Verdant, so we will fetch Shock and play out a Cauldron. We'll activate it now, exiling our Ragavan, and they gut shot our Stitcher Supplier. They are terrified of this. Ooh, okay, Bowmasters and Spyro in the yard. When it plays out a Sulphur Falls, we find a Spyro, we will unearth our Seasoned Pyromancer, and they reman this. That's fine. We will cast it again, discarding, I guess, Bowmasters and Grist, and we will activate our Cauldron, getting rid of Grist, put a counter on our Elemental, and let's take up Gristy Poo. Then play out a Tap Tomb. Opponent plays out a Mutavault into a Pithy Needle. Okay, now it's annoying. They Vapor Snag our Grist, but we top deck another one anyways. Yeah, I think we're playing that out. Let's attack them with the team. Then we will cast out our Grist. Wait a moment. How does this? No way that counters Grist. Wait, that's so funny. All right, well, that's pretty good by them. Another Fable, we will cast out one of them, then we'll attack on Spyro. In our instep, they bolt our Shaman. Opponent cycles a Lorn Revealed, picking up a Steam Vents. We find a Swamp, which we will loot away. Ragavan. All right, well, we will attack in with a Spyro, then play out another Fable. And on the instep, they bolt down our Spyro. Opponent plays out an island, and they are Hellbent. Okay, that is a great draw. We will not loot, flip our Fable, dash out our Ragavan, hack in with everything, and they animate Mutavolt, locking our Ragavan. Then we will shock in a Stomping Ground and cast out a Spyro. Gristlebrand. How close are we to casting this? Actually, not that crazy to cast this. And they top deck another land, and they scoop it up. Let's get on to match number 3. Match 3, we are on the draw, and our starting hand just is a little too weak. And yeah, our 6 looks quite strong. We will put back a Voldaren Epicure. Opponent goes turn 1 Blooming Marsh into a Halfling. We find a Bowmasters, not great. Let's fetch Shock and play out a Ragavan. Ooh, an opponent has turn 2 Grist, milling over a Cauldron. Okay, what do we need here? Not a Ragavan. Well, I actually think we might as well scoop it up here. We're not winning this game. We can't really deal with the Grist, and we'll just conceal some information, getting on to sideboarding. We're going to take out 4 Ragavan and 2 Fable for 4 Fulminator Mage and 2 Spell Bombs. And hand for game 2 looks amazing. We'll go turn 1 Fetch Shock into a Stitcher Supplier. Milling over Grist, that's good enough. One goes turn 1 Forest into a Halfling. Ooh, we're so close. Okay, fetch out a Forest, play out Cauldron, activate it, get rid of Grist, take up Grist, and then next turn we can play an Epicure or loot the Gristlebrand away. Holy, please. All I ask is once opponent plays out a Wall of Roots. But, well, hold up. Let's tick up with our Stitcher Supplier first. Getting 2 activations, play out Epicure, then loot away our Gristlebrand, activate it, exiling Gristlebrand. Yes! Let's go! We'll put a counter on our Insect. I don't even care about the rest of the league. They cast a Go for the Throat, getting rid of our Insect, which is, you know, whatever. We will pay 7 life, Truman cards. Play out Verdant, fetch out a Swamp, cast an Unearth, getting back a Grist. Then we'll down tick Grist and kill their Wall of Roots. Oh my god. I'm just so happy. And we'll tack in, I guess, for 3. We'll cast out a Cutthroat into a Dryad Arbor. All right. Let's start off with ticking up with our Grist, then tick up with our other Grist, then play out a Fulminator Mage, sack it, killing Overgrown Tomb, activate Cauldron, get rid of Fulminator Mage, put it on an Insect, sack it, kill their... Oh, wait, hold. Tick up first, then sacrifice a kill Dryad Arbor, and yeah, opponent scoops it up. That was a sweet showing. Finally doing the Gristlebrand thing. Let's get to game 3. As much as I love doing it that game, we're going to take out 2 Gristlebrands for 2 Terminates. Game 3, our starting hand looks quite strong. Opponent goes turn 1 Tomb into a Guild Goose. Ooh, Grist off the top. We'll shock an Ace Stomping Ground and play out a Hierarch. Oh my gosh. Boo! This card's so good. All right, Fulminator Mage. Let's play out our own Bowmasters. Killing a Bowmaster is huge. Please. Okay, I thought they were going to do another one. I was about to lose my mind. Okay, this is a pretty strong play from them. They exile our Hierarch, giving a Goose a +1, which means now this is a permanent man. Oh, wait. And this, no. That was so sick. Holy, that was actually so cool. That sucks for us, but whatever. Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do really. Guess we will knock in a Tomb and tick up with our Grist. It's not a great play. Oh, it plays out a Young Wolf. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, don't kill my Grist, please. Okay, I gotta let the opponent do their thing. Oh, these Cauldron mirrors are so funny. We top deck a Fulminator Mage, and our opponent said they're getting the 5-0 here, so congrats to them. But let's get on to match number 4. Match number 4, we are on the play, and this is definitely a keep. A little risky, though. We're going to lead on turn 1 Blood Crypt into a Ragavan. Opponent goes... No, this might be Oops All Spells. So attacking with Rag. Yeah, this looks like Oops All Spells. We'll play out our Stitcher Supplier. Come on, give us something. I don't think any of these are actually good, so we'll not use our treasure. Opponent bolts in their land, playing out a Pentad Prism. Gristlebrand. Okay, attack in. Ooh, exiling Beseech. Wow. And then we will play out a Fable. Opponent bolts in another land, finding an Undercity Informer, and yeah, I think this is game here. We'll make them do it, but yeah, they trigger 4 Creeping Chills, putting us down to 5. Then Narcomoeba enters the battlefield, returning 2 swords. And they cast the Salvage Titan, getting 3 Vengevines back. Yep, opponent has us just barely, so let's get on to sideboarding. We're going to take out 4 Bowmasters, 3 Fables, 2 Gristlebrand, and a Grist for 2 Spell Bombs, 4 Haywire Mites, and 4 Fulminator Mage. Okay, starting hand looks so good. So we will shock in our Stomping Ground, go turn 1 Epicure. Oh, we top deck a Fulminator Mage anyway. Interesting. Let's attack in for 1. I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to grab them. So let's shock in our Tomb and cast an Intent. I think it's either Spyro or a Nile Spellbomb. I think we'll grab a Spellbomb. They bolt in a land, then play out a Pentad Prism. Ooh, find a Cauldron. So let's play out a Spellbomb into a Mire, playing out our Cauldron. This actually doubles as graveyard hate, so that's kind of cool. They bolt in a Beseech, sacking their Pentad Prism, casting out a Culling Ritual. Yeah, that's fine. Oh wait, they get a bunch of, oh my, did they get the win here? This is super impressive if they did. Wow, I am genuinely impressed by that one. We'll just double check that their hand isn't like, you know, 3 of something. Oh yeah, they do. They have 3 Sword of the Meeks, and yeah, and they have the Salvage Titan. So we'll scoop it up and get on to match number 5. Match number 5. Our starting hand is weird, but definitely good. And maybe we can actually hardcast this. We'll lead on turn 1, Blood Crypt. Oh no, we're up against Burn. Okay, Epicure's a fine draw. We'll play that. Then play out a tapped Tomb. Opponent plays out a Vantage into a Swifty. Casting a Lava Spike. Yeah, I think we have to chump block here, sadly. Okay, Ragavan's not bad, but we're gonna play out our Grist here. They play out a Sacred Foundry into a Rolling Vortex. Attacking us, yeah. Throw another one under the bus. And we do find a Mire, so let's fetch out a Mountain, play a Spyro, pitching Gristlebrand and I guess Bowmasters, then down tick with our Grist, killing one of the Swifties. Opponent plays out a Mountain into a Searing Blaze, killing our Spyro, attacking in, which we will jump. Then on the end step, we will cycle away our Forest. Blood Crypt for us, we'll dash out Rag, then attack in. I need Skullcrack, does not help us here. We'll play out a tapped Blood Crypt, cast out our Spyro, then tick up Grist, passing back. And on the end step, they fire off a Boros Charm. And they have a Lava Spike, so let's get on to sideboarding. We're going to take out 2 Gristlebrand, 3 Fables, and 3 Grist for 4 Haywire Mite and 4 Fulminator Mage. Oh man. Okay. 2-3 with this brew. I will say that while this is very fun, I don't think it's the best deck in the world. Gristlebrand plus Cauldron, kind of sweet. I think you need some free spells to really abuse this though. So like, I don't know, maybe we should be playing like Grist and not Grist, Grief, Fury, stuff like that. I did really like the Unearth package. Unearth, I think it's one of the most powerful. I really think that card is insanely powerful in Modern, and it's just like completely underplayed. And this was also my first time playing with Cauldron, which I mean, this card's, it's so impressive. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please consider leaving a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.